I used to really like the Donnie Marie show until I found out they weren't husband and wife. I would do a show with my sister. Maybe reality show. My shit and get the hell out of my room. That's what that was. We're going to bring up your next comic. He's a very funny guy. Says he's performed all over the place. I've seen him at the Improv. Please warm welcome for Manny.
All right, guys. How you guys doing tonight? All right, good to hear, good to hear. Pardon my dress. I know I just look like I finished doing lawns in Scottsdale. That was fucking funny, all right? Come on. Listen up. I got a DUI on Cinco de Mayo a couple weeks ago. I got a DUI on Cinco de Mayo. My name is Manuel Llanes. I got a on Cinco de Mayo. I got a D. If it was ever a day you thought I'd get like a wetback pass, you would think it would be on Cinco de Mayo. Hey, don't be okay? This is funny shit. Anyway, so you get the DUI, and first of all, they're gonna try to tell me I was drunk. First of all, Latinos do not get drunk. We're just cool. But you know when they get you the sobriety test, you know, walk the line, foot in the air, follow the pen, what does that have to do with anything? They should upgrade the sobriety test. I think if cops feel you are inebriated, they should have with them the biggest, fattest, ugliest looking whore they can find. That's right, basically any woman from Apache Junction. Now, I think cops should come right up behind you and say, sir, we feel you've had one too many to drink tonight. Do you find this woman attractive? Ching ching jail, right there. It's brought up Catholic. Catholic religion's a beautiful religion, that's right. Think about Catholic religion, man, we have a lot of saints. We have a lot of saints, and we have saints for everything. You know, if you want something, we have a saint for it. If you lost something, we have a saint for it. We have saints for everything. And my mom, she was very Catholic. She knew all the saints. I think there were times where she made up saints, though. No, really, because they made no sense sometimes. I'd be like, Mom, I'm going to the mall. She goes, okay, en el nombre del Padre, el Hijo, el Espíritu Santo, la Arizona Mills, man. Arizona Mills. Trying to do the dating thing, trying to meet people that was on a, you know, and it's weird, man. You know, first of all, let me set the record straight. I have like a white woman weakness. I do. I have a white girl weakness. Well, eventually, you know, you need a cosigner. Anyway. Now you're laughing. All right, so I was going out with one girl, and I was going to do something different. I was going to make her Latina. I was going to mold her into Latina. I was going to show her everything she needs to be Latina. And I made her so Latina, when I broke up with her, after a year and a half, she stabbed me. With a fork. And that's not a cool wound to have, ladies and gentlemen. That's it. No, really, because you get a gunshot wound or a knife wound, you know, but you get stabbed with a fork. Even your friends are like, dude, you're fucking stupid, eh? You know what? Trying to meet people online. I'm on MySpace. I'm on MySpace.com. Thank you. There you go. Another freak. You know, it's... No, really, man. They got weird people on MySpace. The internet, it's just weird. I was on the internet, right? And you know, you make a profile and, you know, you put who you are, who you want to meet in the whole, and people click on your profile and there you go, right? Okay, so, you know, it's like sexual orientation. They got, you know, straight, lesbian, bi. Okay, I'm cool with that. I saw a girl and threw me a curve because her initials were B-E. I didn't know what BE stood for, so I clicked on it. And BE, okay, let me put it this way. Who's been to Tijuana? Donkey show, ladies and gentlemen, that's all I'm saying. And I don't have internet in my house. I'm at the internet at my mom's house. And I'm on my mom's computer and everything, and I see what the BE stood for. Bestiality is what it stands for, okay? So, and I'm freaking out because I see it, and I see the girl and the thing, and the like here, and I'm like, holy shit, I'm trying, you know, when you freak out, you try to X out, right? X out. But then my computer froze. Have you had this happen? Your computer, and there's something else you don't want to see, and I hear my mom coming down the hallway, and I'm like, click X, Control-Alt-Delete, Control-Alt-Delete, nothing, right? My mom came through the door, she saw the computer with the girl and the chingazo, she goes, ay, Dios mío, en el nombre del Padre, del Hijo, del Espíritu Santo, a la Google. I'm like, what the fuck? Anyway, Catholic religion's a beautiful religion, man, because all the stories in the Bible reflect our own lives. That's right, the story of the 3 wise men happens at my house almost every weekend. I remember the story of the wise men, 3 dudes come over to brother's house. They all brought gifts. 2 out of the 3 brought a good gift. 1 brought gold. 1 brought frankincense. What did the 3rd one bring? Anybody remember? Myrrh. Can't do shit with myrrh. A couple weeks ago, my cousins came by. 3 of them all brought a gift. That's right, 1 brought tequila. All right. 1 brought weed. Okay, my cousin Isaac brought the movie Beaches. And I couldn't understand the logic in that. I'm like, Isaac, what's wrong with you, man? Why would you bring Beaches for? He got an attitude with me right back. He's like, Manuel, that's what you told me to bring, eh? Beaches. So we're watching Beaches. Went on a blind date last week. Went on a blind date with this girl, and she came to my house, and because I was getting off work and everything like that, and I wanted to change because, like I said, normally I wear like a suit and tie and everything. And I went to my house, and she sat in the kitchen, in the living room, and I went to my bedroom and changed, and I came out, and she was smoking in my living room. And when I say smoking, she wasn't smoking a cigarette. She wasn't smoking weed. She was smoking crystal meth. Now, first of all, what does that say about me? Really? Now, I mean, is it that bad? I mean, who is sitting in their living? You know what? We gotta find Nancy somebody. You know, let's see. You know, Manny, you're gonna love her. She's really hyper, and then, you know, the stereotype is if you're on meth, you like to clean shit. Apparently, I got the laziest meth addict there is. I gave her an apron, a list, nothing. When I started comedy, I said there are certain drugs I will not do. Then I did stand-up for 1.5 years, and it turned into there are certain drugs I will not do again. Because I did acid one time before in my life, I will never do acid again. I was at a friend's house. He had a picture of dogs playing poker. Shit, I lost $75. And I was the dealer. I don't know how I did it. So my grandma breaks her hip, right? She broke her hip, my grandma did. And we were really worried, and we got the hip surgery and stuff like that. We got a hip replacement and everything, and the surgery went good, and we were all happy because, you know, she got a new hip, right? And then like 2 weeks later, we got the bill. $85,000 for a hip. And the woman was 95. Come on, you know how Latinos are. I say get a used one. Shit, come on, eBay, Yahoo, yard sale. Fuck, you know, you 85. So anyway, I talk a little bit about drinking, about drugs and everything. My acting is true. You know, a lot of stuff I say actually is not. But I remember my first drug influence as a child. I actually do. I was 8 years old. I was 8. But it wasn't like there was drugs in the house. It was just, when I was 8, that's when my mom bought me Nintendo. It's true, man, because all Nintendo was drug innuendo. And it makes perfect sense, too, if you think about it, because the game developers grew up when? The 60s and 70s. So come the 80s, they need ideas for games. All they can remember are trips. What was the game that came with Nintendo? Mario Brothers, the most drug-infested game. Oh, right, a little Italian dude walking down the street one day. What's the first thing he comes across? Mushrooms. Well, shit, what are shrooms? It's a hallucinogen. What happened when he ate the mushroom? Fucker, twice his size. Good night, I'm Manny.
You know, Manny, when I set you out on a blind date with my sister, I didn't expect you to write a fucking bit about it, okay? All right, we're going to keep the show rolling. Before we bring up your next comic, I'd like to bring up the Cheeky Monkeys Dance Troupe. So give them a round of applause.
feeling down and feeling sad, you come around and make me glad I got you. Oh, my little chicken, I love your feet, I love your breasts, I love the way you eat gravel to help you digest. Oh, my little chicken. People say you're using me. In your heart, you're a killer. But I know that the worst I should fear is a slight case of salmonella. So lie right back, don't you cry. If an egg can fit in there, why can't I? Oh, my little you're my love, my little chicken likes to wear garter.
Thank you. We are the Cheeky Monkey Dance Troupe. We are also Comic Intervention, and we have been working on a movie, a feature-length film. Here's the director.
Yeah, actually, if you watch this movie and you were like on the fence between going to heaven and going to hell, you will go to hell. So, just so you know, make lots of donations to charity.
There's no redeeming value, just entertainment. We have a short clip, a little trailer from the movie. If you could just turn your attention back here to the screen, we will show it. Thank you.
I'm not exactly sure, but I know who the next comic is, and I'm kind of scared. But so I'm just going to bring him up and run. Please put your hands together for Chris Bennett.
Did you see that on here? Did you see what just happened? I found it highly offensive and highly erotic. What's going on? How's everybody doing? Come on. Come on. Take a look at the shirt. Take a look at it. See what it says. Greatest dad. Yes. Greatest dad. That's what I am. I'm the greatest dad. Me? Who's the greatest dad? I am. That's who I am. I'm not Chris Bennett. I'm the greatest dad. And I'm only 24. And I've already won this distinct honor. My dad's 59, never won it. Never. Not once. I'm already 24 and I won it once. But you'll see, 2004. 2005, I was gypped. Gypped. It was a bad year. Came off a championship season. And I was lazy, I think. I wasn't focused. But I'm coming back 2006 with a vengeance. Yes! I'm going to refocus my parenting skills. I'm going to get a babysitter when I do comedy shows now. That'll be a good start. So I'm going to do, you're going to see Greatest Dad 2004, 2006, and it's going to say 2005 was a bad year. But I'm going to come back with a vengeance. 24. I have a kid, she's almost 5. People freak out when they find that out. They're like, oh my God. You're just a baby! Babies having babies! What's up with that? I
I was 19. I got married when I was 19. Figure that one out. Everybody was freaked out. They're like, I don't believe it. You're married and you have a kid? I don't believe it either. I felt like it was a high school home ec project. And I kept failing. I kept having to retake it over and over and over again. Every morning I was like waking up to my test results. Oh, I failed again! All right, let's do it over. Yeah, you guys are cool. Sexy. You smell like coconuts, really, from up here. Smell yourselves. That's just a random thought, but you smell like coconuts. Congratulations to that. Top candy for everybody. Anyways, what was I talking about? Yes, I got married really young, as you can tell. I got married at such a young age that my parents had to sign a permission slip. And at the bottom of the permission slip, my mom wrote, Chris can't eat carrots. He's allergic. His little tushy gets red. It's really gross. Just right there. But the hardest thing in my life was telling my parents that my girlfriend was pregnant. That was the hardest thing ever. It was horrible. I was trying to think of a creative way to tell them where they wouldn't get mad. I was like, oh, hey, Mom, Dad, want to play charades? 2 words, 2 words. You're knocking on heaven's door. You're a child of God. No, that's not what I am. No, you're knocking on the closet. You're gay. You're saying, let me out. I'm tired of living this lie. No, not it. Not it at all. Knocked up. That's what I want to talk to you about. I thought they were going to be mad at me, but they were mad at each other. It was awesome. It was the coolest thing in the world. My mom was like, this is all your fault, Gary, because my dad's really tall. He's like 12 feet. This is all your fault, Gary. My dad's like, my fault? Why is it my fault? Because you were supposed to have the sex talk with him. I thought he was gay. Me too. He likes Fabio. I know, he's gay. I know, it's crazy. What do you want for dinner? Shut up! You shut up. Let's get ice cream. Okay. That's what their fights were like. I know. Cotton candy and coconuts, especially you. You smell like it. Beautiful. But if you have to tell your parents that your girlfriend's pregnant, don't do it in front of your 85-year-old grandma with Alzheimer's. Just don't do it. Don't. Because it's hard enough to tell them once, without having to repeat yourself 12 times. Because your grandma keeps forgetting. It's like, Mom, Dad, Grandma, my girlfriend's pregnant. Who's pregnant? Who? Hey, you, who's pregnant? Who's pregnant? My girlfriend. Who has a girlfriend? Who? I do. Oh, that's wonderful. I thought you were gay. Grandma, shut up. She's having a baby. Oh, you were the most beautiful baby. You were. You were an accident, though. Grandma, come on! No, Grandma, I had sex. Oh, you had sex. Your grandma had sex. Grandma, come on! 1957. His name was Charles. Grandma, come on! They called you Grandma Two Hands Grand Slam. Grandma, come on! That's inappropriate. Family show. Family show. What else? I took my daughter to Sunsplash this past weekend. You gotta bring suntan lotion for that, because in Arizona the sun's like your best friend. It's like right next to your face. It's like for the longest time I thought it was my best friend, but it turned out it was the freaking sun. So you have to get waterproof suntan lotion wherever you go. So I went to the store and I got this bottle of suntan lotion. It said 100% waterproof. Waterproof. It's a stainless shield of waterproofness. Nothing is going to penetrate its waterproof tenacity. I don't know what it meant, but it sounded good. And it will never wash off because it's waterproof. When you shower, it's still going to be on you. 87, still there because it's waterproof. 100%. And then I look on the back and it says, caution. If you get in your eyes, wash out with water. That's some kind of stainless shield of waterproof tenacity. Freaking nuts. My daughter's turning 5 soon. Yeah! In August, we're already planning her birthday. It's like her wedding. It's like her bar mitzvah. But we're not Jewish. And she's only 5. Right? Something like that. Coconuts. But, it's like, so we're trying to plan what to do for her birthday. So my wife says, how about Chuck E. Cheese? How about it? How about Chuck E. Cheese? I think that's sick to take a bunch of little kids to see a grown man in a little mouse suit and let them hug him. That's for adults. That's where I hang out. That's what I do. Hug a mouse. It makes you feel good. It's all fuzzy. That's what it does. But she wants to take her to Oregon Stop Pizza. You've been there? Yeah. It's where basically no games. It's just an old man playing an organ. Ah, that sounds like fun. I don't know about you, but I think it's a bad idea to take a bunch of 5-year-olds to see an old man play with his organ. I think that's a horrible, horrible idea. You look like Katie Couric a little bit. Anybody ever tell you that? And you look like Sally Fields. No, seriously. You too. I like doing, that's one of my hobbies. I like trying to figure out what celebrities people look like. Like my sister, she does look like Katie Couric. You don't. It just helped out for the joke. You look like Meatloaf. No, not the singer. No, not the singer. The Meatloaf that my mom makes. It's beautiful. But and my brother-in-law looks like Dennis Quaid. It's crazy. And my grandma, this is real weird. My grandma kind of looks like E.T. It's freaky. It's freaky. It's real weird. My brother's like, give your grandma a hug. I'm like, hell no, she's scary. Every time you give her a hug, her heart would light up and then she'd get scared. But we got most of the time it's hard to get old people in nursing homes, but it was really easy. We just led a trail of Reese's Pieces. And she came in. That is true. True. I used to work at nursing homes, so I could say that joke. Because I was the activities director. I was. Oh, I'll tell you. It was fun. I used to Westchester. Bingo, all the time. Bingo, that's all we did, and I was good. Most of the time, old people get bored because they just hear B2, B3. That's all they hear. But I would word associate. Oh, you should come play bingo with me sometime. It's a hoot. And we'll listen to a man play his organ. It's awesome. It's awesome. But it's like, I would word associate. That's what it would make so fun. I would word associate. I would just say B4. That's stupid, that's boring. I'd be like, B4, B4. Look. Before you cross the street. Yeah. B9. B9. Gladys's tumor was benign. Yes. But I worked at a nursing home, so a lot of doctors came over, and that's where I started my hobby of collecting pens. Oh, that's a hoot. Pens, bingo, and organ playing. I'm a catch. But I love the pens that the doctors give out. They have like medicine names on them. Like Allegra, allergy relief for tomorrow. For tomorrow. Or like the pens that say, Prozac, you're not alone anymore. Yes, you are. You're just taking the pill. But I love taking the pills that are for herpes. Oh, those are the best. It's like Herpicet for general herpes relief. And whenever I'm in a big crowd like this and someone's like, does anybody have a pen I can borrow? I'm like, yeah, I do. And then I give it to them and wait for their reaction to see I gave them a herpes pen. They're like, oh, this boy is so nice. Thank you. Herpicet for general herpes relief. And then I just stand back and I'm like, I'm sorry. I chewed on the end a little bit. All right, guys. Oh, come on. Let's get with it. Thank you very much for coming out. I've been Chris Bennett.
He's like that Looney Tunes cat. Just spit keeps flying out as he does that. Am I the only one that noticed that? Am I alone? Good. All right. We're going to bring up our next comic, keep the show rolling. This guy shares a name with me. That's about it, though. Put your hands together for Robert Wagner.
Let's keep it going for Robert Fatta, everybody. Hi, what's up? So yeah, my name is Robert Wagner, And for the record, I'd just like to say yes. I do know that there's a famous actor by the name of Robert Wagner. I have to say this every time I come up because afterwards there's always at least 1 or 2 or 100 people that want to come up and tell me about it. So I have a famous name, and every now and then people come up and tell me I look like someone famous. Like after a show I did one time, someone came up and said I look like Billy Zane. Yeah? You guys see that? Anybody? I thought it was cool. I told my best friend about it. And she's like, Billy Zane? Yeah, right, dude. Billy Zane's freaking hot. Thanks for the honesty, yeah. So I've been getting a lot of different celebrities lately, too. Like I got a young Harry Belafonte. I have no clue who that is, to be honest with you guys. I get Dave Justice, Richard Jefferson, and every now and then I'll get like Vin Diesel. That's not a joke right there, actually. So I'm thinking with all these famous celebrities, I could be like a celebrity stand-in for whenever they have to be in 2 places at once. You know, I'm not sure what I'd have to do. I guess I'd just walk by really quick or something. Everybody would just scream and cheer for me. But I couldn't be happy with that because I'd be thinking about what they're saying, you know, like, Vin Diesel's way hotter on TV, isn't he? Yeah, so that sucks. I'm broke right now, guys. I'm really, really broke. It really sucks, too. But I have that one friend that insists that I go out even if I have no money at all. You guys know this person? And he tells me, don't worry about it. I got all your drinks tonight. Don't worry about it. Which is cool. But our waitress happens to be the hottest girl in the whole bar. So every time she brings us drinks, he gives her a big tip. But every other time she brings us drinks, he gives me the money to pay for it like it's mine. And there's like maybe $1 in there for her. Not only do I look cheap, but if she was going to have sex with one of us, guess who's not getting laid? Gold digger, I don't know. Jesus Christ. But yeah, so I started working out, started going to the gym, obviously, that I just started. What happened there was I was watching a movie, one of those movies that makes you like want to start working out and kind of motivates you to go. You know, it was a movie on the Shaolin monks. And you know, those guys are really hardcore too, you know. You can't stab them, they can like catch bullets, I don't know, turn invisible. Even though little kids are hardcore flipping around. But I got the membership not because I want to be like a Shaolin monk or be hot or anything like that. I just hate knowing the fact that somewhere out there's a 6-year-old that can kick my ass. And I can't live with that. I'd never hit a kid ever, but I have to know deep down inside that I can kick the crap out of any 6-year-old if I have to. This is embarrassing. I'm 25 years old and I find that I'm still doing stupid things around girls constantly, you know? Guys, I think it's safe to say when a pretty girl walks in a room, one of us are going to do something stupid, am I right? Yeah! For example, this happens to me. I'm at Barnes & Noble and this hot girl standing right next to me bends over and her ass is this close to my face. So I did that one move, you know, that we've all done in a similar situation. I freeze, kind of like on Jurassic Park when T-Rex is looking in the window, you know, like. And the only thing I can think at this moment is, I can touch her ass right now with my face and make it look like an accident. Which leads me directly into my next bit. I think prostitution should be legal. Anybody else? I think prostitution should be legal, but only for ugly people. Yeah, seriously, because ugliness is a disease. So I'm thinking we could legalize prostitution the same way that we legalize marijuana for medicinal reasons, you know? Like if you're really ugly, you should be able to go down to the doctor and get a prescription for it. Doctors already are drug dealers. Why not make them pimps too? That's what I think right there. So, we got college students here? Anyone? One kind of. Great. So I'm going to tell you about this new study that I read in my psychology book. All right? I read, people with a higher intelligence participate more in oral sex. Smart people give more head, is all I can think about now. You know? That's cool. I just want to know how they found something like this out. Like, is there a test for it? An oral test is something, that's what I think is going on right there, you know? And I can't help but think that there's a lot of cocksuckers that go to Harvard. But if this is true, do you think Einstein did it all the time? It makes sense, doesn't it? Because we've all seen a picture of him, haven't we? He always looks confused. Kind of out of it, and his crazy wild hair going on. Same reason why I shaved my head, actually. Kind of bad pictures there. But he's probably pretty good at it, too, because I think you need to know a little bit about quantum physics before you go down on a girl anyways, in the first place, don't you?
Yeah, you do.
I'm wondering if it works the other way around. Like, does giving head make you smarter?
Oh, yeah.
Guys, wouldn't that be nice for us? It'd make it a lot easier for us to get head? Especially around finals? We'd all become tutors. We'd wait all semester for it too, wouldn't we? Like, X off the days on our calendar like it's Christmas. And ladies, that makes a great Christmas present, by the way. Probably the only present that we don't want wrapped up, right there, or underneath the Christmas tree. All right, guys. So I'm going to leave you guys with one more here. I'm full of useless information, and I'd like to share one of those with you. I found out that at nice seafood restaurants, they serve a dip called tamale with lobster tail. Do you guys know what tamale dip is?
Yeah.
You do? Great. Tamale dip, if you don't know what it is, it's the guts and crap of the lobster all mixed up. It's lobster shit dip. I'm sorry. It is. This is going to sound a little bit crazy to some of you.
We love you, we don't want to eat.
But if you need to dip something in its own shit to make it taste good, then maybe you shouldn't be eating it in the first place. I don't know. But I think lobster is considered the cockroach of the ocean, isn't it? And that's not gross enough for us. We should eat their shit too, basically. I don't know. For someone like me, I can't understand it because I have 4 other working senses that tell me it's not a good idea to stick shit inside my mouth and eat it. But the good news is here, lobster is the only animal that we do this with. And what I mean by this is, you don't go to a nice steakhouse or a filet mignon and ask for a side of bullshit, do you? All right, guys, thank you very much. I'm Robert Wagner.
He's got a very Jedi-like peaceness to him, doesn't he? While we're on the Star Wars theme, let's bring up the Hut. She's a good friend of mine. Put your hands together, Cass McPherson.
All right, what's up, Tempe? You guys enjoying the show so far? Yeah, awesome. Good comics up tonight. Listen, I'm going to start tonight by telling you something, and I'm just throwing this out here because I'm the only girl up tonight. So if anybody sees me, if I don't win tonight, and you see me crying in the corner, just to let you know, it's not nice to tell a fat girl to stop her blubbering. You might want to keep that in mind. But you can give me one of those, though. Give me one of those chin-ups. Like that little chin-up. So my full name is Cassandra, but I've went by Cass all my life because I so wisely shortened it when I was a kid, which meant I grew up listening to this stupid little song. Cass, Cass, the big fat ass, Cass, Cass, the big fat ass. You know, the more I heard it, the more I actually grew into it. I'm 34 years old now, and my ass is the size of an IMAX theater. I'd turn around and show you, but then we would probably have to charge more than $8 to get in, right? That'd be a good show. It was funny because they actually had a screening of 8 Mile on my ass once. Some cracker shot me in the neck. Talking about how he lost himself in the moment. Yeah, I'd like to lose myself in your moment. Come here, you little wigger. So I'm watching this show the other day on Chubby Chasers. Okay, for those of you that don't know what a Chubby Chaser is, these are guys that are like a $1.05 that like women that are like $4.05, right? And I'm thinking to myself, why are you calling yourself a chaser? Christ, she weighs 450 pounds. She's right goddamn there. How about a hot dog on a string? What do you think? Just reel her in, buddy. She's yours. You can keep her. Maybe mount her on a wall. I don't know. Do whatever you want. I can say that joke because, well, a hot dog sounds really good right now. I'm hungry. Okay, what is it with fat people wearing Hawaiian shirts? I don't get it. I mean, really, do they think they look thin, disguising themselves as a fucking island? No, you don't. What are you guys looking at? This isn't Hawaiian. It's Polynesian. You know, the other thing I gotta say fat people shouldn't wear is food advertisements. What do you think? Isn't that kind of redundant? I mean, you never see a skinny girl wearing some shirt that says, X-Lax rocks. Bulimics do it projectiling. Or my favorite, no thanks, I had a Tic Tac last week. You don't see that, right? But what you do see these skinny girls wearing those little shorts with the writing on them. You know what I'm talking about? They say shit like juicy booty. Listen up, skinny bitches. We're already having a hard enough time looking at your ass without my girlfriend catching me. Now you're gonna make me read? No. You don't see fat girls wearing these shorts, do you? You don't see a fat girl walking around with shorts that say wide load. Maximum capacity. Beep swipe backing. Beep, beep, beep. Okay, if you haven't figured this out yet, I'm gay. Yeah, and an island. Yeah, kind of got the most of both worlds there, huh? What do you think? And it's funny because when you're gay, people always ask you, well, how'd you know you were gay? And I think I probably could have figured this out when I was a kid and I went to the ice cream store with all my friends and they all got banana splits, but I opted for the Choco Taco. It's kind of more my speed. But I really didn't come to terms with it until I was 16 and I went to buy my first car and it was a puke green 72 Pinto. But it was dope, I tell you, because it had the coolest bumper stickers ever. It had one that said, I brake for beaver. There was another one that said, I'd rather be fisting. Then there was my favorite, if you're close enough to read this, you're fisting my beaver. That's my ride. That's it, that's how I roll. I figured out why men are so fascinated with watching lesbians. Guys, let's hear it. You know you want to watch two women. Come on, you know it. So do I. and guys, don't get mad at me for this one, but it's the same reason you watch sports. To learn the game, right? That's it. Better take notes. Might learn something. Good. So I went to the casino the other night, and as I'm leaving, I see this sign that says, "This casino is not responsible for lost or stolen property." Yeah, this is what I want to see. As I'm walking out the door, I got a tear streaming down my cheek, looking like the Indian from the commercial, because I just lost all my goddamn money, but you're not responsible, right? Yeah, you didn't lure me in with your fancy neon signs, your promises of riches and fame, your all-you-can-eat buffet. Yeah, I meant buffet. I know, stop my blubbering. You like porn, don't you? Do I look familiar? Oh, no. Me. Big booty hose, I played the couch. So I'm watching the Animal Planet with my son the other day, and there was a show on chameleons. Interesting fact about chameleons, when they get angry, they turn black. How cool would this be, right? I would love if I could turn black if I got angry. I would be like extra scary. I mean, because fat and lesbian is pretty damn scary in itself. But if I was a fat black lesbian, hell yeah! I'd be like Mike Tyson, only butcher, because I wouldn't sound like a fag. So I'll sign your thing, Larry. Doctor says I worry a lot. Apparently I do. I worry about normal girl things. Like I worry about whether or not I'm ever going to have the opportunity to become a bride. I don't worry about that shit. I worry about whether or not I'm going to have the chance to be with a bride. Because that would be cool. I could be like her last hurrah, huh? And then I worry about strange things like, what if there really are lesbians trapped in men's bodies? Do they want out? Or are they okay now because they actually have a penis? If that's the case, then how'd they get there? Because I want one too. This strap is killing my ass. I like to listen to hip-hop. You guys like hip-hop? Yeah! You know what my favorite hip-hop song is? That milkshake song. You know, my milkshake brings all the boys to the yard. You know, John had it earlier. Speaking of John, I think I'm going to churn for that sexy bitch, huh? That was awesome. But I love that milkshake song, but I gotta say this, that if a bunch of boys come up to me in my yard, trying to take my milkshake, somebody better have a gun, right? You ever try to take ice cream from a fat girl? You're gonna need some backup. Coming at me with a stick. Popsicle stick. Good.